Hello! I've got a special one here for us today. I've been waiting for this to come out. Oh yeah, the Milky Way. It is set number 31212, 18 and up. Suitable for 5 people to build together. This is the box. This is the back of the box. I was able to get the gift with purchase, the Alien Space Diner. So they definitely go together nicely. But this is the piece de la resistance. Here's one of the sides. Here's another side really showing that 3D-ness. This part is blank, and then more blank, and back to the front. Again, I'm pretty excited. I've been waiting a while. I'm gonna go ahead and open this, decide what side I want to open it from. I guess this side. Got a new knife, nice and sharp. This one is nice with just pieces of tape. No box messing up there. And yeah, let's see what we've got. I have not opened this at all yet. We've got a box. And then we've got a bunch of pieces. More pieces. Oh, there's a bunch more pieces. And one hanging on for dear life. There it is, number 26. There goes the box. I think there's 27 individual bags. 28. That's the highest number up, 29. I think that's the highest number. I wonder what's in the box. There's like tape on every side here. So bear with me. 1, 2 more to go. Okay. Looks like it just opens up the top like so. All right, this is the new box I've heard so much about. Still not a single paper bag, but okay. More bags, some individual bar pieces here for like the frame. Then a bunch of these plates, 3D type plates. More bars, more pieces. Even more pieces, lots of bars, and then the instructions. This actually might be kind of cool. You can throw all your pieces in here if you want to not lose them. That's actually pretty clever. I'll give them, that's probably the plan behind that. I'll go ahead and open the instruction booklet here. Trying to be careful. Alright, let's see what we've got. Wow. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little booklets. They total to be about this wide, but this was very unexpected. I guess, again, you can see each person can do a section. These are the different sections. Some may be better than others. But yeah, and that's it. I'm gonna open up the first one to see if there's any info about the Milky Way. And there is not at all. Let's see. Oh, a little bit here. As you can see, talks about welcome to LEGO Art, build and display. And then listen, there is a soundtrack, I think to like a podcast. I will look into that. Comes with a brick separator somewhere. And then, yeah, you're pretty much off to building. So that is the unboxing. I am very excited. I definitely plan to display this. I've heard the build is actually not too monotonous. It's actually like a fun build, surprisingly. So I'm excited for that as well. And yeah, I don't know what more to say. Lots of very, very pretty colors here. Besides the one white one I got. But nice colors. I mean, if you're just getting this as a nice, vibrant parts pack, then you've got a lot to work with. And yeah, should be cool. I'll try to keep you updated. Don't really know how this video is going to go, but we will see. So stay tuned. Bye. So these are all the bags laid out. There are actually 31. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Here's a closer look at all of them. Again, lots of very nice, vibrant colors. It's pretty vibrant over here. I mean, yeah, it's a good looking bunch. So, yeah, that's it. And then there's more black pieces and the plates. But, yeah, let's get building. Hey everybody, so book 1 done. Yep, the exciting frame part. Let's take a look. And you very quickly realize just how big the frame is. Now, luckily the further steps they build on the separate platform, so I could probably continue to use this desk. But this is how big it's going to be. Which is a good size. Again, here's my hand to comparison. It's pretty big. And it's probably going to look pretty cool on the wall. I'm excited about that. You do get a brand new brick separator. Plus, where did it go? You get one of these guys. A crowbar for, I guess, smaller pieces. I've also heard that it can get into these easier. So this does come, in case you were wondering what you do with it. It is for smaller situations. Anyway, the frame is done. I've been listening to the podcast a little bit, and so far it's just kind of a lot of talk. But I think they get into deeper stuff. I'm gonna listen for each chapter by chapter, but now that the boring part is out of the way, the fun part begins. But you can see that they'll slot in. There's a little bit sticking out. And that's where the pieces will start to slot in. And I'm pretty sure it's like 1 section, 2 section, 3 section, 4 section, and 5 sections. So now you know. On to the next one. Right, this is what book 2 looks like, where the actual fun begins. Some information about the Gaia Space Telescope, because I believe that is in this section. And the QR code for part 1 of the podcast. And as you can see, bags 4 through 8 are going to build this section here. So let the games begin. This is where it gets fun, I guess. Here we go. Okay, just finished the first bag of the first steps of the piece. And it's interesting. First off, you know, you get a bunch of little tiny pieces, and there's this many extra ones. So you're like, man, I sure hope I did this right. And there just definitely seems to be no rhyme or reason at all. So paying attention is very important. I mean, you can see the highlight of each step that you're adding in addition to the previous step. But again, no rhyme or reason, just a bunch of random pieces, all the same size approximately. And you're just hoping you do it right. I mean, no one will notice if you do it wrong, but it's interesting. And the podcast that goes with it is honestly kind of annoying so far. Like, I like science and space, and that's why I'm getting this. And they're talking about it a little bit, but there's a lot of just cutting up and laughing, and it's not very serious at all. I mean, I would almost rather like a science serious based programming to teach you about everything, but it's all just conversational, just having fun, flying by the seat of their pants, and that's not really for me. It's about 8 minutes per chapter, so you could finish it pretty quickly before you even get remotely close to finishing the model. But yeah, it's whatever. I'd rather watch TV or listen to an actual podcast. But yeah, that's it so far. This is where we're at, so on to bag 5 and progressing. But this is what the end of bag 1 looks like. Just a hodgepodge, which again is what the whole thing will be. I get it, but definitely interesting. Okay, like here's bag 5, just a hodgepodge of pieces. There's the extra pieces from before, and then just a whole bunch of more random pieces. And yeah, just pay attention to what you're doing. But yeah, interesting. Alright, so I've just finished finger things, this section, the first section, but I had all these extra pieces and I'm like, man, even this big piece here, and I realized I actually missed a spot here. You're laser focused on all this new row of stuff that it is easy to miss things in the middle, which happen from time to time. They're like, oh, add this, add that. I missed this little dot here, which is what this goes on top of, because you're laser focused on like the new row of things. Sometimes it looks like they add things there. So I'm like, all these extra pieces, but it turned out it was here. So yeah, be careful, man. It would be very easy to miss a piece and never know it, especially with so many extras after each section. So great. All right, so many more to go, but progressing, and just look out for that issue. Again, all these little additions. But yeah, again, just a random hodgepodge. No rhyme or reason. So do I like it? Do I hate it? I don't know yet. It's just interesting so far. So we'll see. Keep it rolling. And another thing, man, all these things are such similar colors. Even these, like, this is 3 different colors here. And you have to differentiate that in the building. That's 2 different colors. 3 different colors. And you just have to know. You have to just know, oh, this is the bright pink and the purplish pink and the pink, and that's a little more challenging, but maybe it'll get easier over time. Here's another hodgepodge of pieces. Alright, the first combination of plates coming together. One cool thing is that you are being introduced to many new pieces you may not have known about in the Lego world. I've never seen half of these pieces, and you get lots of extras of them. Look at these. I've never seen this. So that's fun, being introduced to all kinds of new pieces in many colors. But yeah, this definitely takes some time. So that's what we like in Lego. I hate when I finish very quickly. Yeah, haven't done that part yet, but that's what that looks like. And then again, so interesting in that way. So first section is done. I ran into a situation where I was looking for 2 different colors here, and I only had the same color, and I thought, dang, am I missing a piece this big? Turned out I had it over here, and it was the wrong color, because again, the instructions looked very similar in color, so something to be aware of, to double check all your pieces. Anyway, I have done the first section, and the final bit is in each hole here. You actually put one of these tiny black bars in to lock it in place, which, there we go, boom, locked in. And that will probably make this nice and sturdy. So, section 1 done, and on to more exciting sections. Also, we did the little satellite here. This is the furthest satellite we have made as humans, and it is in the outer reaches of our solar system and beyond. So that's cool. Okay. Book 3, but section 2, basically. We enter our solar system and Earth. This is where the famous "You Are Here" part goes, right there. Up, right there. See, it looked similar. Anyways, it also talks about TRAPPIST-1, the Pleiades, and chapter 2 of the podcast, the Pillars of Creation, all in this section that we are about to build. I've got number 9 ready, so here we go. And we're installing one of the hangers for the first time. I bet there are 2 of them. In fact, I know there are. So, in case you find that interesting, that has begun. And then this and this to kind of keep it, so you kind of know which way is what. It's been helpful in the building, you can see here, so you know, that's that and that's over there and stuff. But again, wow, lots of similar colors, so just be aware. I'm sure they're not missing pieces, just, if you get a color missing or something, check back and see if you didn't put the wrong color in the wrong place. Anyway, I'm gonna get to building. We got a bit more structure in this one, so that'll be exciting. And one more note, just for fun, if you look closely, these parts don't go all the way to the edge like these do. So you just want to be aware of that when you're building, because it might get in the way when you're putting it into the frame. So just a quick little thing, but yep, I'm about to put in some of these trans purpley blue pieces, which are pretty color. One more square finished. Getting more 3D-ish. Again, nice bright colors. Watch your steps, make sure you've gotten every piece. These were the extra pieces this time here. These are all the extra pieces I've had so far. Ignore that, sorry. I've been listening to the podcast, and again, I still feel like, maybe I'd rather watch or listen to a science show or a science podcast. They talk about science stuff, but it's all laffy-taffy and very casual. Little more excitement than I prefer. There's lots of enthusiasm, which is great for them, but not really my thing. Anyway, this is the square. Don't know where it goes yet, but we are on to step 11, where it'll be the middle part of the square. And look, both sides. I've only had one side so far. Now we got 2 sides. So we're really cranking them out. Good stuff. All right. On to the next one. So it looks like we're gaining some real structure here. It's starting to build up a bit. And I'm still discovering some new pieces. Like this is newish to me. This thing over here is new. This cool little iceberg teeth thing is cool. And this, I think, is supposed to represent the pillars of creation. So that's finally in the mix. And I just was thinking about this. For those who might think that this is a repetitive build, it is quite the opposite of that. In fact, you really have to stay on your toes. This really gets your brain working a lot because all the pieces are different. You really have to figure out what goes where. You're running into new pieces and new different types of structures all over. And so, not repetitive. This has not gotten old. It is very intricate. If you don't like intricate things, then, you know, maybe this is not for you, but not repetitive. I will say that for sure. Quite the opposite. So just wanted to mention that. But I'm gonna keep going, so we'll see what's next. Alright, so lots going on. Excuse me, per the usual. Very interesting designs. Excuse me, again, not boring at all, to be honest. This is a fun build, and I guess it's only going to continue getting more fun. You can see how the back goes together, like so. So it is very solid, very stiff. This will hold on your wall just fine. Next part is this. And yeah, I'm probably going to save it for tomorrow. These are all my extra pieces so far. Quite the eclectic mix of pieces. And I mean, if you were to buy this as a parts pack, for example, you're gonna have a lot of very interesting parts that you could probably do a lot with. I'd be curious to see what they do on Rebrickable. That's gonna be something, if anyone really takes it on. But yeah, I guess the next section will be us, which will be pretty cool. I wonder what all this is supposed to be. This I thought was kind of interesting, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. So far, I do recommend. Hey guys, it's day 2, and we're back to section 13. Got some newer colors this time. Some more pieces I've never seen before, like this guy. What the heck even is this? Please write down in the comments what that is. Also, a little mixer piece, which is cool. And then, you know, just different colors of other things. Oh, finally a hairbrush. Yeah, very interesting. I just wanted to say, I found one way to make sure you don't miss any pieces or sets. You know, it's easy to just see the piece you want and grab it out of the pack, but if you grab all of the items first and put them away, you're not going to miss anything later. It takes a little bit of extra work, especially since everything looks so similar. It's kind of hard to find each little one, but this will ensure that you don't miss any pieces later. Especially ones that you throw on top of others, you know, like we talked about before. So just wanted to point that out there, you know, grab all the pieces first that it says, and that way you're gonna do it right. Anyway, I'm gonna get building, and we'll see how it keeps going. See you again soon. Alright, end of bag 13. We've got some structure, and there was another incident. By the way, this is a crab. I can see it now, so that's fun. But there was an incident where I thought I ran out of these, and I was going to use one of my extra ones until I realized that this was supposed to be this, and it was supposed to be that. Again, another mistake of having similar colors on the instructions. Such similar colors. So if you think like you're missing a piece or whatever, look at all the previous pieces and, you know, just double check. But that's what happened there. Anyways, on to 14. So, to be continued. Well, it took a while, but we finally got a frog. So, there it is. Finally, there are new pieces being introduced. This is the second time we've got some binoculars and this crown thing. But it's definitely coming together. I am on bag 23. I'm on the 4th row of the map, so I'm about just over halfway done here. You can see the progress. Looking pretty good. Looking very third dimensional. The last few ones, this was the most complex one, I would say, out of the whole bunch. But you could see a lot going on. But we still got 2/5 to go. And yeah, I mean, still enjoyable. Still not boring, not repetitive. Lots of interesting things going on. This was surprisingly, like, not as adventurous as this over here, interestingly enough. Don't know why, but... And this eventually is going to be us. I've heard this is the only glow-in-the-dark piece out of the entire set. And I think the last thing you do is put the plate saying you are here. Interestingly, these are all of the extra pieces so far. So in case you do kind of mess up or you drop a piece or something, you're probably going to run into an extra at some point, which is nice. But yeah, onwards and upwards. Little froggy. Alright, stay tuned. Oh, are we finished? No, there's still one row to go, but you can definitely see the progress that we have here. Looking pretty darn nice. Let's see if we could find that alien from earlier. Gosh, it's hidden pretty well. I mean, I literally put it together and I can't... Ah, there he is. He's right underneath this guy here. There he is. So he does stick out a little bit. That's good. But yeah, like, lots going on. Looking great. It is very sturdy, in case you're wondering. I can show you the back has many Technic and even system elements to keep it all together. But lots of snapping into place and even into the frame here with little bits there. It would not be a problem to hang. Again, whoops, technical difficulties. It does have the hanging elements, 2 of which you can see. So should be no problem hanging up. But looking really great. I'm gonna be sad when I'm finished, but it's gonna look amazing. So yep, one more row to go. I'll keep you updated. Section 27, the first time I haven't had any extra pieces, not one. Now these are all the extra pieces from all the previous kits, but first time ever a complete package with nothing extra. So that was 27, moving on to 28, and I just finished that, doing this and then that, and then we're done. Very exciting and sad and what have you, but pressing on. Well, it is finished. Oh man, it is very good looking. It did not get old at all. This is the last step here, and it was not boring. You're still on your toes the whole way. You could see the very nice 3D effect. It is very sturdy, as I will show the back here. It is held together by many Technic elements, system elements, and even in the frame itself there's more Technic that really keep it all together. So it's held together very well. We've got our frame elements there that you might be able to see. And again, I mean, it looks great. Looks really great. I can't wait to hang this up. There is one more thing though, and it is the final bit. You are here. And I don't know if you know where it goes, but right here. Ta-da! Dang, man. Wow. Looks good. So a lot of people worry about dust for these kind of things. I actually found that in the bathroom, there's not a lot of dust. I guess the constant water and people not being in there all the time keeps the dust to a minimum, really zero. I haven't had to dust anything in there. So that's where I'm likely going to hang this, because even with a duster, it would be a challenge. But not in my bathroom where I have a perfect location to put it anyways. Maybe I'll try to show that later, but I mean, this thing is cool. This thing is cool. I think it's absolutely worth the price. It's a great work of art. It's gonna be up in my house for a very long time. I'm a big space head. As you can see, that's the Hubble Deep Space Field that I have up on my wall. Lots of space for me, so there it is. That's the Lego Milky Way. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions down below, but catch you in the next one. Thanks, bye.